Here are some content ideas that are releasing in 2026. First of all, to begin, in the January 2026 calendar, Tuners Remastered is releasing on January 25th, 2026. Then, on January 27th, 2026, this date marks the 3-year anniversary to the Damien JDL channel that was created on January 27th, 2023. 2 days after the 3-year anniversary to the Damien JDL channel, Dueled, a 2-melody song, releases on January 29th, 2026. On the very last day of January 2026, Everlasting Moments, a 3 to 5 minute song, releases on January 31st, 2026. As I move on to February 2026, the video Why I Could Have Designed Animations of Simple Frames releases on February 1st, 2026. Then, on February 3rd, 2026, the song Simple Dilemmas will have simple scratch-like animations that are better than the static images that I previously used for my older music series videos. On February 5th, 2026, the video How My Channel Has Changed Throughout the Months will be uploaded to the channel. A year later, the Binary Channel Blocks Band, Remastered, will be releasing on February 8th, 2026. On February 10th, 2026, the Valentine Songs calendar will be added to the Damien JDL 2013 channel, which only happens once every year on February 10th. Then, on February 12th, 2026, the song, Valentine Hearted Day, will be my first song to start with the letter V. On February 14th, 2026, Valentine Island will be my next song that starts with the letter V. Clock is a song that starts with the clock, and this song is going to release on February 16th, 2026. Notebooks on the Way will be a song that starts with the letter N, and this song releases on February 19th, 2026. The Benders Band, Remastered, will have the same animations as it did with the Binary Channel Blocks Band, Remastered, and releases on February 21st, 2026. And then, on February 24th, 2026, I'll explain why I don't make custom-made holidays anymore. On February 26th, 2026, Feb's Day will be a song that starts with the letter F. And finally, on February 28th, 2026, the song 28 will signify the 28th day of February, since February has 28 days. As I move on to spring 2026, I'll start the monthly alphabet series. 2 days later, on March 3rd, 2026, I'll explain why I'm improving Spring Island. 3 days later, on March 6th, 2026, I'll explain why I'm improving the Symbols Band. On March 8th, 2026, I'll explain why I don't make Level Maker or GB designs anymore. I'll remaster the Symbols Band, which releases on March 10th, 2026. 2 days later, on March 12th, 2026, I'll remaster Spring Island. Then, on March 14th, 2026, I'll create my first song called March Morning, and it's one of my first songs to ever be created in the monthly alphabet series. Tritone Anthem will be a song that uses tritones and releases on March 17th, 2026. On March 19th, 2026, the song Special Spring Anthem releases. The Great Spring Solstice is a song that uses the solstice, and it releases on March 21st, 2026. I'll remaster Home Run Riders with Home Run Riders Remastered, which releases on March 24th, 2026. I'll remaster Ready or Not, Here I Go, which releases on March 25th, 2026. I'll remaster Liquid Islet, which releases on March 27th, 2026. A Break from Making Songs is a video that shows me taking a break from making songs, which releases on March 30th, 2026. Finally, on March 31st, 2026, the song Song Zero releases. As I step to April 2026, Foolish Days releases on April 1st, 2026. On April 4th, 2026, Guy Day Remastered releases. Egg Island is a song that shows eggs, and it releases on April 5th, 2026. The 15-Second Dilemma is a song that lasts for 15 seconds, and it releases on April 8th, 2026. Random Catchy Instruments is a song that shows random instruments, and it releases on April 11th, 2026. The channel's shortest song is a song that lasts for around 15 seconds, and releases on April 15th, 2026. April Anthem is a song that starts with the letter A, which is for April, and it releases on April 17th, 2026. The Decimal Song is a song that uses decimals, and it releases on April 20th, 2026. Earth Day Dilemmas is a song that starts on Earth Day, which releases on April 22nd, 2026. Price Drops is a song that shows price drops and releases on April 25th, 2026. Easter and One Eggs is an Easter version of Home Alone Riders, the remake, which releases on April 27th, 2026. Music Maps is a song that shows the maps, and it releases on April 29th, 2026. Finally, as I end April 2026, the C minor replay is a song that's written in C minor. Track on Island, Remastered, is the remastered version of Track on Island that's releasing on May 1st, 2026. The Parts of a Song shows the parts of a song and releases on May 4th, 2026. Quality Over Quantity is a song that shows me fighting over quality over quantity and releases on May 7th, 2026. 1 Second Song is a song that lasts for 1 second and releases on May 8th, 2026. On May 11th, 2025, The Day Begins is a song where the day begins. Music Series Behind the Scenes is a video that shows the behind the scenes of my music series content, and it releases on May 13th, 2026. On May 16th, 2026, May's Magenta Motion is a song that starts with 3 M's. A Way to Make It Through the Scenes is a song that uses the longest title ever, and releases on May 19th, 2026. Speaker March is a song that shows the speakers as the characters, and releases on May 22nd, 2026. On May 25th, 2026, the song Damien's Theme is my own theme, and it's one of my first themes ever created in this channel. On May 28th, 2026, The Last Day of School is a song that mimics the last day of school. The Last Point of Spring is a song that shows the last point of spring, and it releases on May 30th, 2026. Finally, on May 31st, 2026, A Romantic D Major is a song that uses D major as the key signature. On June 3rd, 2026, the song Solar Eclipse Meters is a song that shows the solar eclipse. The Layers of a Song shows the layers of a song, and it releases on June 7th, 2026. The Flagship Union is a song that shows the flagship union, and it releases on June 9th, 2026. On June 15th, 2026, the Juneteenth song is a song that releases a few days before Juneteenth. On June 18th, 2026, Summer Vacation releases. On June 21st, 2026, the Summer Song is a song that showcases summer. On June 26th, 2026, the song A Good Way to Stop the Relationship is a song that shows a good way to stop the relationship. On June 28th, 2026, Glowing Exits is a song that shows the glowing exits. Finally, as I close June 2026, June Jewels is a song that shows the jewels. On July 1st, 2026, Firework Mayhem is a song that starts with fireworks. To celebrate the 4th of July, the Fireworks Showdown releases on July 4th, 2026. On July 9th, 2026, The Countdown to My Birthday is a video that shows the countdown to my birthday until July 10th, 2026. On July 10th, 2026, I'll celebrate my 13th birthday. Then, on July 14th, 2026, My Favorites of All Time is a video that shows my favorite things of all time. On July 17th, 2026, to celebrate Emoji Day, Emoji Island will be releasing. On July 20th, 2026, the video, Why My Audio Video Looks Terrible, explains why my audio video looks terrible after I created audio on July 4th, 2025. On July 24th, 2026, I'll remake audio with audio the remake, but this time with a spiral instead of a spiral with random colorful scribbles. On July 27th, 2026, the song, The Longest Summer Ever, is a 5-minute song that's created in summer 2026. Finally, as I end July 2026, Flowing Windows is a short animation that shows flowing windows. To start the month of August, August Arises releases on August 1st, 2026. Airline's Song will be my first song to feature a plane, which releases on August 5th, 2026. Be Minority Leader is my first song that starts with the letter B and uses B minor, which releases on August 7th, 2026. On August 10th, 2026, I'll celebrate the first anniversary of the Damien JDO 2013 channel. The First Day of School is a song that mimics the first day of school and releases on August 12th, 2026. A Minor Mayhem is a song that's in A minor and releases on August 15th, 2026. On August 17th, 2026, I'll celebrate the first anniversary of my Level Maker content. On August 18th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the Level Maker Anti-Toxic Community Act, an act that didn't really work at all for the Level Maker app. On August 21st, 2026, the Letters Band releases, and it's one of my first bands to ever be created in 2026. On August 27th, 2026, I'll make the Symbols Band V2.2 to signify the first anniversary of the Symbols Band V2. On August 29th, 2026, I'll remaster the Special Characters Band with the Special Characters Band Remastered. On August 30th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to my Level Maker rant videos. On September 1st, 2026, I'll make a video that explains why I used to like Level Maker a year ago. September Separation is releasing on September 5th, 2026. On September 7th, 2026, I'm planning to make a video that explains how I was originally planning to make 95 Singers. On September 9th, 2026, the remastered version of 95 Singers releases. On September 12th, 2026, I'm making a video that explains how I requested the 2.3.0 ideas in Level Maker. On September 15th, 2026, I'm planning to make a remastered version of my Cancel Music Series videos, but this time with more Cancel Music Series. On September 18th, 2026, I'm making a video that explains why I only made one request box to the channel. On September 21st, 2026, I'll make Levesters Remastered, and this time with more characters and more alive animations rather than lifeless animations. On September 25th, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of Home Alone Riders, the remake, I'll make Home Alone Riders, the Remake 2. On September 26th, 2026, in order to celebrate the first anniversary of Liquid Islet, the remake, I'll make Liquid Islet, the Remake 2. On September 27th, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of Ready or Not, Here I Go, the remake, I'll make Ready or Not, Here I Go, the Remake 2. On September 29th, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of The Digits of Guy, the remake, I'll make The Digits of Guy, the Remake 2. Finally, to end off the month of September, to celebrate the first anniversary of The Digits of Bi, the remake, I'll make The Digits of Bi, the Remake 2. On October 1st, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of the Binary Channel Blocks Band, the remake, I'll make The Binary Channel Blocks Band, the Remake 2. On October 6th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the How Long Would You Survive After Eating Each Level Maker Object series. On October 8th, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of the Benders Band, the remake, I'll make the Benders Band, the Remake 2. On October 11th, 2026, I'll explain why I asked for Warren Creel to put moderation to Level Maker when there's no moderation to the Level Maker app. On October 13th, 2026, I'll explain why I could have used Adobe Premiere to edit future videos. On October 16th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the Damien Direct, which started on October 16th, 2025. On October 17th, 2026, to celebrate the first anniversary of Tuners, the remake, I'll make Tuners, the Remake 2. On October 19th, 2026, I'll explain why I originally scrapped the idea of editing videos of Adobe Premiere. On October 25th, 2026, I'll plan to start the Halloween series. On October 27th, 2026, I'll make Halloween One Treaters, which is a Halloween-themed version of Home Alone Riders. On October 29th, 2026, I'll make Halloween Islet, which is a Halloween-themed version of Liquid Islet. On October 30th, 2026, I'll make Ready or Not, Here I Treat, which is a Halloween-themed version of Ready or Not, Here I Go. Finally, on October 31st, 2026, the Halloween Parade releases. On November 1st, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the Music and Different Variants series. On November 8th, 2026, I'll explain why I ranted on KineMaster's problems. On November 11th, 2026, to celebrate Veterans Day, I'll make Veterans Island. Then, on November 13th, 2026, I'll announce my 5-day hiatus. On November 18th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the official lyrics series. On November 24th, 2026, I'll make the song Thanksgiving Memorials. Finally, on November 30th, 2026, I'll make the song The Final Day of November to signify the final day of November, which is November 30th. On December 1st, 2026, I'll make a tribute to not uploading Plotagon videos lately, to explain why I haven't been uploading Plotagon videos lately. On December 6th, 2026, I'll explain why I never made any music series documentary movies for such a long time. On December 11th, 2026, I'll explain why I hated Level Maker and my third opinion changed due to how inappropriate it is from the bad words that it contains. On December 14th, 2026, I'll explain why I made a loud version of Home Alone Riders, the remake, called Home Alone Riders, The Loudest Remake. On December 20th, 2026, I'll explain why I made the lyrics sound good in The Rain. On December 23rd, 2026, I'll make the tribute to the Music Christmas Series playlist. On December 28th, 2026, I'll make a tribute to the Music Finale Series playlist. Finally, as I wrap up for 2026, I'll make the final song for 2026, which is The New Year's Clock, which releases on December 30th, 2026. So, that'll end off this content ideas video that I made for today. Content ideas video is on January 4th, 2027.